Welcome. My name is Andrea Barros, and I am the creator of this and other guided meditations. Before we begin, please be aware that you should listen to this meditation in a safe environment, free of distractions, and not while you are driving. Please check with your doctor or mental health provider before listening to this meditation. Please seek help from a licensed healthcare provider if you need to. I am happy to have you join me on this journey today. We will be traveling together through the wonderment of a stone courtyard that will allow us to connect with the secrets of our intuition and the depths of our own subconscious. It is my goal to help you enter into a receptive, meditative state. Let's start by finding a quiet space where there will be no interruptions. Find a comfortable position in that space, either sitting up or lying down, whatever feels right for you. Once you have found your comfortable place, close your eyes. Gently begin to roll your shoulders, wiggle your fingers, and stretch your legs. Become present in your body and allow. Focus on the sound of my voice. Take a deep breath in and release slowly. Repeat this 2 more times. Breathe in and again. As you relax and go deeper inside yourself, notice that you are now standing in a thick fog that is floating all around you. As you begin to open your mind's eye, you will notice the fog begins to clear. As the confusion dissipates, you find yourself standing in a large, square, stone courtyard. The courtyard is completely empty, but for the 4 stone walls that surround you, and you are completely alone. All you hear is silence, a silence that only gets louder when you try to listen, but hear no sound. You gaze at the tall stone walls around you. You search the courtyard for a way out, but there is no door. There is no opening, no matter where you look. Take another deep breath. And release slowly. Repeat this 2 more times. Breathe in. Again. In this state of wake, ask yourself, What weight do you carry? Ask yourself in the stillness, what drains your energy? In what aspect of your life is there baggage that perhaps you need to leave behind? What answers come to mind as you ask yourself these questions? Do these answers involve a person? Or perhaps a place? Do they involve an event or a happening? Or maybe a belief? Or is it something else entirely? Whatever comes to your mind is perfect for you. Now take another deep breath in. And then release the breath slowly as you speak your answers in your mind out into the emptiness of the stone courtyard you now stand in. It is then that a wooden door suddenly appears near one of the corner walls of your stone courtyard. You walk over to this closed door. Standing in front of it, you reach out and open it. Now, as you are standing there in the open doorway, you stare inside and see only blackness. You try to see beyond the dark to something else, but there is nothing to see but more darkness. Whatever your baggage, whatever the weight you carry, whatever drains you of your positive energy, you know in this moment, these things belong in this darkest of spaces. You realize this negative energy you carry is no longer serving you and is a barrier to you moving forward. As you stand there with this weight on your shoulders, looking into this dark space, take a deep breath in. Repeat this. Now on the next deep breath, take this weight, wherever it may lie, in your mind, in your heart, on your back, wherever it is you feel it, take it and throw it with determination and strength into the dark. Breathe in. And release as you throw your weight through the open door. On this next deep breath, feel this weight lifted from you. Feel the lightness in your mind, in your heart, on your back, or wherever it is that you feel a sense of relief. Wherever this feeling is, it is perfect for you. Take a deep breath in and release. Repeat this. Without hesitation, you now shut and lock the door. Now staring at the closed wooden door, suddenly you hear a sound. You listen closer and realize it is a trickling sound from droplets of water. You turn around, and the stone wall across the way is no longer dry with a thin veil of dust. Water now drips through cracks in the stone. What do you see? Is it trickling slowly? Is it dripping one droplet at a time? Is it flowing down the wall like a thin stream? Whatever you see is perfect for you. You then notice moss and green life start to peek out from all around the wet stones. What does this water of life represent for you? Is it a desire? A belief? An action? Does it involve a person, a place, a decision, or something else entirely? Whatever comes to mind is perfect for you. Take a deep breath in and release. Repeat this 2 more times. And again. Suddenly, you notice a flower sprouting out from the center of this wet, mossy segment of stone wall. Before your eyes, it grows tall and blooms. You notice the petals have a glow. What type of flower do you see? What color do the flower petals glow? Are the vibrant petals red? Are they yellow? Or perhaps they are orange? Or maybe they are green. When you look at the glowing petals, do you see blue? Or perhaps you see purple. Whatever color comes to your mind is perfect for you. As you look at this flower in full and vibrant color, you reach out to touch it, and it releases from the cracks in the wet stone and falls gently into your hand. You stare mesmerized by its colorful glow. What does this living light that you now hold in the palm of your hand represent for you? Does it represent a choice or a path, a change or an opportunity, or perhaps something else entirely? What comes to mind here? Take a deep breath in and release slowly. Repeat this 2 more times. Again. You now hear the cracking and crumbling of stone from behind you. You turn your head towards the sound to notice a huge, widespread, weeping cherry tree has just appeared in the center of your stone courtyard. Its trunk appears gnarled and knotted from wisdom and story, thick and sturdy from resilience and courage. Its canopy full of thousands of hanging petals. You notice the canopy is the same color as your glowing flower petals from the flower that you hold in your hand. You walk towards this deeply rooted tree in the center of your courtyard. Take a deep breath in and release. Now standing in front of your tree, you are better able to hear the rustling of the canopy, to smell the sweetness of earth and flower, to see the beauty in its majesty, to feel the softness of the petals on your fingertips as you brush your hands over the hanging canopy above. If these thousands of petals symbolized a wish or a dream, what would that be? What is your greatest wish or your greatest hope? What does that represent for you? What do you notice? Take a deep breath in and release. Repeat this 2 more times. And again. Suddenly, these thousands of petals begin to fall away and cover the ground like colored snow. The branches of your once dream-covered tree now bare. You stand there, wondering why your dreams fell away why they were fleeting. Then you hear the whispering echo of drums. The trickling water on the far wall is the only other sound you hear in the stillness. You follow the sound of the drums intently and realize they're coming from the trunk of this now stark, weeping cherry tree. You make your way slowly under the thicket of branches, and the drumming becomes even louder. You reach out and touch the rough, grooved bark as it scrapes gently along your skin. In this moment, you have a sense of knowing that the wise old tree is calling to you. What is it saying? What does it want you to know? What does it want you to understand? What does it need you to realize? Whatever comes up here is perfect for you. Take a deep breath in and release. Repeat this 2 more times. And again. You begin to slowly and carefully step over the thick, gangly roots penetrating willfully through the stone floor of your courtyard. As you circle around and closer still to the trunk of the tree, the drumming suddenly stops. The tree trunk now directly in front of you. You see a huge hole in the trunk, extending the entire length on this side of the tree. You realize it is even big enough to step into. You wonder what is inside and want to step in to find out. But there is no light to be able to see ahead into the opening of your tree trunk. You look around and see that the thousands of petals that now lay on the ground have shriveled and lost all their color. Take a deep breath in and release slowly. In this moment, you realize you still hold the flower birthed from the water-filled cracks in the stone wall. You hold it up and look at it as the petals still glow with color. As you hold the stem in front of you, you realize the flower glows as a candle and lights your way. It is your guide, a symbol of safety and support. that you know in your heart will never die as you move forward on your journey. With this faithful companion, you step into the hollow of your tree trunk. Now surrounded by the glow of your brightly colored flower, you notice a stairwell. Stepping forward, you see a spiral staircase heading down. Take a deep breath in and release. Repeat this 2 more times. Again. You take one step, then another, and another, as you go deeper and deeper still underground. Tiny fragile roots covering the walls around seem to follow your descent. What might these tiny fragile roots that surround in their constancy represent for you? Do they represent a story or a memory? Do they represent what gives you willpower? Do they represent an emotion? Or perhaps a word or phrase that describes who you are inside? Whatever comes up here is perfect for you. Take a deep breath in. Repeat this 2 more times. Again. As you take each step, what emotions are close to the surface for you? Do you feel hope or excitement? Do you feel worry or fear? Or perhaps you feel doubt, or maybe even enlightenment. What comes up here? What do you see on the walls around, besides the tiny roots that follow you? Do you see pictures? If so, of what, or where, or whom? Do you see words, or symbols, or numbers? If so, what do they mean to you? As you continue down your spiral stairwell, acknowledge and accept your surroundings and the path you now walk on for what they are. Whatever they are for you in this moment is perfect. As you continue to take each step slowly down, what realizations come to mind? What light bulbs go off regarding your journey up until this point? What do you recognize? Step by step, what do you better understand? What do you notice? Do you notice that perhaps there is a need that you have that is not being met? Do you realize that you must take some kind of action? Do you come to understand that there is a source of knowledge that you can tap into if you do things in a different way or see things through a different lens? What do you think of as you move slowly with a care, step by step by step? Take a deep breath in and release. Repeat this. Finally, you have reached the bottom of your stairwell. You step forward and into a large cavern and see a flickering light in the distance. In this moment, the glow of your flower petals suddenly goes out. In its absence, you now see the flickering of the light ahead with more clarity. As you walk towards the flickering light, what do you hear? Do you hear a person? If so, what are they saying? Do you hear a sound? What do you smell? What do you notice? Take a deep breath in and release. As you approach the flickering light, you see a wellspring bubble up and spring forth from under the cavernous rock floor. You see that the wellspring is the same color that your glowing flower petals had been. Take a deep breath in and release. What do you see flowing out of your wellspring? Do you see a place, an idea, a thing, a source of knowledge, an action, a belief, Or maybe you see something else entirely. Take a moment. In that moment, just observe and reflect. Take a deep breath in and release. Repeat this 2 more times. And again, 1 last time. Perhaps go back and think about all these questions you asked of yourself and answered along the way. Perhaps discover more about why your answers were what they were to those specific questions asked at those specific times on your journey. Perhaps you might consider journaling your thoughts and feelings as you process this information along the way. Or perhaps journaling is not what your intuition asks of you. Perhaps it is your path to consider other options in order to extend the experience into your world. You may be pulled to create a colorful work of art. What might you draw, or paint, or go into nature and make? Whatever the inspirational action that might come to mind is perfect for you. Whatever you decide to do is right for you. As circumstances change, as you continue to hopefully grow and evolve, as new situations come to be, this journey is always here for you to take whenever you may need it. When the feeling arises, just go back to your empty stone courtyard and start again. Take 1 last long, deep breath. Now, as you slowly come back into your surroundings, gently roll your shoulders, stretch your legs, and move your hands. Feel the pressure on your body from whatever you are sitting or lying down on. Then slowly open your eyes and take in your surroundings. If you have some more time, you might consider taking a few moments to sit quietly with your favorite beverage and allow your intuition to guide your way. Until next time.